Oh shoot, that's gonna die. This phone is probably gonna die. So the camera's probably gonna die. Although for some reason it doesn't use up super much power. So cam live here. Looking for slow dancing songs. If you have slow dancing songs, let me know because I want to get slow dancing because I want to go somewhere and stand. No, I'm not gonna grab her. I'm not gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab you. It's gonna be great. I know exactly what's gonna happen. So like I said yesterday, in yesterday's stream, last night's stream. Ah, dang. Oh, come on. Is that gonna work? It works fine enough. Well, actually, not really because I'm gonna have to go like a little bit up with it. Can I do this? There you go. Cool. That works. I guess. It works. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, if I have a what's it called? Yeah. So I want to go and find someone's like. So what I'm looking for. Whoopsies. I want to find good. Because the one I use is Reckless Love. I don't know if I can play any of Reckless Love, but I'll play it through the speakers here through where is it? Through my here iTunes. I don't know if you can hear it. Maybe you can. Whoa. Vibrate, please. Yes. Listen how slow this is. Yeah. It's slow. I like how the song. I like how the song goes from being like super slow to like medium fast, like approaching fast. It's kind of loud, but anyway, yeah, it's a good song. I think it's great. You've been so kind. I'm someone who hates the song or doesn't like the song. And then there's that whole. I don't love this song. I just love how like it's perfectly culminated of like this is slow, this is fast, it's great. Before I hold a breath, I took a breath. You laid your life in me. You've been so kind to me. Okay, God, I can pause it here. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. We're gonna search? No, I'm searching Reddit. That's stupid. Posts. This is like 6 months ago. This is gonna be suck to try and find. This is gonna suck to try and find. I love it. I think it's great. Can I search? No. You've been so kind to me for your club and verified email. Yes, but no first. You waited all for me. You've been so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found. Leave the 99. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve. Not that old. Not that long ago. Music for first time dance and slow dancing songs. Reckless love, God. Okay, I'm done. Oh, that's 5 minutes. Oh.
Okay. What were the people suggesting? Because people were suggesting stuff like JoJo's Slow Dance and Dark. Let's see. I don't wanna wait. Oopsies, maybe I should stop this stream. I might have to stop this stream. Just to tell you, I might have to stop this stream. But, you know. Joji or something? Is it Joji? I think Joji. Slow Dancing in the Dark. I listened to most of these songs when I first was told about them, so I don't know if these are, like, good or bad. I don't remember if they're good or bad, I mean. Oh, this one. Give me reasons we can... This one. Is that what the song is? Let's start on. Ow, crap. I don't wanna wait. I don't know if this works. Let me check. It's loud. I don't wanna wait. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's kind of turned this way, so. No, I know. Oh, shoot. A little too high now. Anyway, it should be okay. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah. So. Why is this awful looking? I don't know. Anyway. Also, I have volume here, so I could just mess with the volume here. Let's see. What the heck? What it? Oh, okay. What? I don't want a friend. I want my life. Oh, this is weirdly fast. I'm like talking slow. Time for the. We. Give me reason we should be complete. Okay, I got it. What other ones were there? What other suggestions were there? Or Joji die for you? Joji die for you? That's not what I want to do. Joji die for you. Joji die for you. Fine. Give me reason we can fall asleep. That was a big thing at one point. Just making, like, just taking Movie Maker and making lyrical videos. You know, those are like it was a big thing. I hate this song. It's too fast. Well, your definition of slow dancing and my definition of slow dancing are not the same thing. What's the date today? The 15th. What's the 15th? No, 14th, sorry. What is the 14th? That's the other thing, too. A little, that's okay. I'll die for you. Actually, this one's not bad. This is not that bad. Joji, die for you. I'll die for you. No. Still nothing. Yeah, I think about that sometimes. I think about, like, sacrificial love where, like, I would die for you. Is there someone in this world that I would die for in that way? I don't know, really, right? I'd be like, I don't know. Would I die for someone? Cars coming at the guy. Would I jump in front of a bus to save someone? Would I stop a bullet for someone? Would I catch a grenade for you? I don't know. No offense, but, like, There's nobody I'd be like, yeah, that's the one. I haven't found them yet. Although, if something happened right now, it would depend, because I don't know what would happen in, like, if it was right in front of me, like I'm standing here, guy's about to be hit by a car, person's supposed to be about to be hit by a car, would I jump in front of the, or move vehicle? Would I? That's a good question. I don't know. I really don't think so. Which is kind of sad, but I'm not that kind of person. I don't think so. So let's go to the next one. Let's go back to the next one and see. And then Deftones. Deftones. What? My own summer? No. Deftones. Entombed. Entombed? Lyrical. That was usually lyrical. No. There you go. I listened to the first three and I just kind of thought it was not great. You arrive by your side. Yeah, I'm trying to find good lyric songs because I know that she wants us, or she's inviting us to her place, the person who left on Friday night in the fall, and so I'm like, I'm gonna bring my good speaker for, well, it's my best speaker I have. Although, if you can just, the problem is, I wish this thing doesn't work right now. How much is the whole thing? 'Cause I'd buy one just now. What's it called? Elite of Obsolete. Not you. Elite of Ob. Elite of Obsolete. iPod parts, iPod classics. I need iPod parts, iPod classic, iPod 5.5 then. iPod 5 video. And I need, where is it? No, what is that? New solder. Total. Okay. Where are they? No, parts. I need to, like, can I switch to what they are? Adapters, adapter, back plates. No, I need a hold switch or whatever it's called. Hold on. Headphone jack, lockers, yeah. And they're like $8, Well, what's the difference? What's the difference? It's in black, right? I have a black one, yeah, okay. So it'll be this one. Let's see how much it will cost. Well, no, new. Just reset. Reset this, I know. Let's buy PayPal and see how much it's gonna cost me and all. Like, it's gonna $15. I want to fix it though. I really do want this working better again. Because it doesn't work well, my iPod. Because I can't get in here, like, one side doesn't work. So I put rubbing alcohol. I put a tiny little thing down there to see if I could. Give me reason we can drive away. Yep. Okay, so it should be this in theory. I'm just gonna check how much it will cost me. Because I don't want to spend a lot. It'll be $20. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I guess so. But that's $20 without shipping or what? How much is shipping, man? $27 is a lot. Yeah, no. $27 is too much for me. 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000. What do you mean slow dancing? With your crush and candlelight on the slow dance? Or the slow dance when the kids from down the street is switching switching your bedroom light on and off while you pretend to be in the club with your crush and candlelight. These different styles. These are different styles. I swear. I will, I swear. One of these. I will, I swear. Okay, he's got me this one. Give me reasons we can fall asleep. These aren't terrible. That's not bad. Not bad. I don't know where I am here now. Yeah, it's not bad. See, I want to write a song, and I was asking people just today on my on a music Discord server. That I was like, well, how do you write a? Because I have lyrics, I have no idea how to put melodies to lyrics. Put the music to the lyrics. I'm like, oh. They're different kinds of songs, but they're. When I'm old, when I'm old and I'll come to you. What? I can't. And I'll be a part. Is it some sort of thing where it's like I can't save it? Probably. Wouldn't be surprised. I don't know what that was all about. Actually turned off full content. Oh, share it and keep the maybe one day. Whatever. Where is it? When I'm old and on you, will you? Sesame Street Squad being way more chaotic than I remembered for 3. I don't like it. This one I don't like. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Okay, off to the next one now. Roberto Fleck, the first time I ever saw your face. Okay, you know what the other thing was? Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. The first time I saw the first girl who was leading it, I did not like her. I was like, you're fine, you're whatever. The first time I saw the one who left Friday night, I remember this. I remember this clearly. I remember the first time I met you, or more like the first time I saw your face. I didn't meet you really, and it was like, holy crap, you are the hottest girl. You are so damn hot. It's bizarre. It was the weirdest feeling. I was like, holy crap, you're freaking hot. Wow, you're beautiful. And I saw her again. Like the next time, I'm like, okay, maybe not. Maybe not to the extent that I think you're hot. And then I'm like, no, you're hot. Like, you're hot. You're hot. Good looking and hot. She said something to the effect of good looking and hot are two different things. One's objective and one's more objective. Good looking is a more objective. Like, you look good. That's a more objective than, like, you look hot. Well, what's your definition of hot, right? Which is fair. What is your definition of hot, right? It depends on everyone's definition of hot, and one's more relative in comparison to... She wasn't there, so where's the one? That's the one. No, there's the one. What was with her? God, this girl is hot. We're at his that picture, okay. I should remember, though. And then he... I don't know. I didn't go... Oh, yeah, he has weird colored hair. Why? For the next one though, the next one's like, not you. Oh no, actually it's what's about. No, it's way after. What did I just do? No, not killing it. There, that's one. God, she's hot. Although apparently I didn't. Apparently I didn't. I didn't say goodbye. This photo I'm looking at right now, my friend was like, "You know you're it." Or I think it's something to the effect of you're. Oh, is that the? Could be. You're a jerk, you know, for not saying goodbye. And I'm like, whoa, okay, calm down. Oh, well, that's how we set it up. Oh, okay. I'll look into it. Anyway, yeah. I met that person. I met her. I met her in person for the first time. What's her name? I met that guy. I met the leader in person for the first time because we were doing Zoom for the first, like, 3 months, I think. 2 months. 2.5 months, something like that. Yeah, April, yeah. That's why I hate this. Just go. This guy figured out how to get home. He lives near me. This guy figured out how to get back on a bus, so why can't I figure out how to do that? I should. Although I'm just so close to just getting a driver's license. Just do it, son of a bitch. But anyway. So what was I saying? Yes, anyway. What was I saying? Yeah. In my opinion, that's the thing. She was. I don't like it, but I want to learn how to. I was also looked up a whole bunch of videos to slow dance. Like one day, I was like, yeah, like how to, like, you know. Ah, dang. What's your name now? Unlisted. Oh. Unlisted. You are the best thing. Okay, let's see if I can find a video of it. There you go. The one that he sent me was just what? Oh no. Oh, this song. I think I know this. I still think Reckless Love is a great song to do that. Did you have to work? Probably not. Eh? No, weird. It's a different kind of song than the other one, so. Hip Mallet. Hmm. I don't think these are bad songs. Like it. Like it like that. I like it like that. This is slow dancing? It's so weird. It's like, I have an app that you can use as like a lighter. And so, like, I do that thing where you hold your lighter up in a song. You're like, yeah, right, okay. And so I thought to myself, I'm going to use it in one of these things. So. You know? And so for me, it's like, oh. And so every time I hear a song, because I go to like a young adults, I've explained this before, young adults, like, youth rally, like a rally to go to, whatever. Anyway, and it's a group of, you know, churches come together whenever they do worship, and I'm like, these songs are just like fast but slow, if that makes any sense. They're slow, but they're not super slow. Are you tone deaf or musically different? I don't like it, so let's see if I'm tone deaf. What's the scale though? Yeah, I mean, tone deaf is very, 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 very rare. Apparently, it's almost. I'm, if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong about this, but I might be mistaken. Where I think, if I'm not mistaken, tone deaf is as rare as perfect pitch. It's so like there's nothing to this. Like you'll never find people. You'll probably never find people who have. Okay, so it's might be tone deaf, below average, average, above average, and genius. Okay. Or something I can use as paper, like scrap paper or something. I'm sure I do. What good pen that I love? Is it around somewhere or is it gone? It may be gone. I guess. Sure, why not? Yes, it's multiple choice. Okay. Okay. Question multiple times before you get started. Good. Okay. No, no, this woman was hot. Like she was hot. Okay. She was definitely hot. Oh, she was. And she's still hot. She's hot. The other one, I grew to like the other person, but I met this person and went, holy crap. She is hot. Holy shit. Talking mushrooms. This woman just blew my mind when I saw her the first time. I'm like, wow, hottest person I ever met. Then I saw her again. I'm like, I don't think I actually think that. I don't think I actually think that she's actually that hot. And then I'm like, oh no, she's hot. Oh no, she's like actually hot. And I was like, oh, let's see if I'm musically talented. Why not? A fun test for non. Drum. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. B. So question one. Damn it. My pen's out of ink. Question one. B. It's B. No, sorry, it's A. What am I, stupid? It's A. It's A. Higher. It's A, higher. So that gonna be easy. Right. Oh. Same. B. B. It's B the same. Ooh. Which one is the other? Lower. It's B. B. Lower. Lower. Okay. The same or different? Okay. different. B. B different. B different. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. It's it. Oh, God. Now because it's getting boring. Sorry. But, you know, I'll try this. I'll keep going, but not now. I gotta get back to the point of the video. Point of the stream. It's not to do this. I'm looking for slow dancing way too fast. We don't slow dance the same, I guess. I said, I guess not. Something more like the beginning of this song. And it's still slightly too fast. It ends up being slightly too fast, yes. I still think Reckless Love kind of... Ew, crap. Like, ends up being slightly too fast. Although, it builds up, which is what I've realized. I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. Okay, it like, builds up. Okay. It's not bad. Check if anybody's here. Check if anybody's here. Yo, yo, yo! I want to see if people are here. No? No, okay. Yeah, for me, that's way too slow. I couldn't dance to that, especially if it was any slower. Yeah, I think there's a difference between fast and intense. Like, there's like speed and tempo. I think those are two different things in a song. Or like, speed and... Easy, simple waltz. Okay. Too fast. It's not bad. It's still not working. Yeah, okay. Trying to find this. I don't know. No one's here, but it's okay. Not you. Not you. You. I love going live. I think it's great. Trying to find people to talk about. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, so that's actually a really good song. Let's save it and let's save them onto our new thing. So let's save music. Use the music category. Okay, and I can get rid of it now. Now that I have it in the music. Polka dots and polka dots and Mendo's. Frank Sinatra, come rain or shine. BB King's Unchanged Melody. Righteous Brothers, At Least. Etta James. Get some and some and some here. What is this? Oh, you're opening on Spotify. Fine. Oh. That's kind of old Mental cassette tapes. Love. Hard to find. Things are gonna get easier. Way too fast. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. That song? I don't know, maybe not. The 3 years. Oh. Oh, I can download. be loved by you. Yeah, and I also kind of realized I'm never gonna get into any kind of further development of relationships, like further levels of relationships than just what we are now with the girl. So which is fine. Got you. Okay, so pretty much pretty good. So I don't know. For now, we'll leave it at this for now. Yeah, you and your milliseconds crap. Wait, so it's fine. What was I saying? Yeah. So, as in, you will never be romantic with this woman. No, I won't. Whatever. It's still a little too far away. Anyway, so yeah. So, I don't, you know, which is kind of sad. Well, not sad, but the sad part is I'm probably never going to move the relationship between farther than this, deeper than this, which is kind of that's sad. But the relationship of like you're not going to be in a romantic relationship with the person, yeah, sure, no, that's fine. That I understand. Like I've come to the conclusion, like yeah, I always see women like that. I have that problem with women. I think of it like, oh, I like, oh god, or I don't know what to feel about you, and then once they're leaving, I'm like, oh, I think I like you. Oh damn. Oh no. Oh well. Too late now. Life's over. Life goes on and on and on and on and on and like I have right here. Life goes on. Like what are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do about the fact that life goes on. You're just that's life. What are you gonna do? That's just life. It's just life, right? That's life. I mean, what are you gonna do? I'm not saying good or bad. I'm just saying that's just life. What are you gonna do? People move on, like the guy who hasn't shown up in a while said. Life goes on. You know, give me a kick in the ass to say, hey, whoa, 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 I've got to go there, show up, because this person's leaving, and I'm never going to see this person again, and I better say something to this person. I better say goodbye. I better have a big... This guy's a little awkward, but it's fine. I mean, it's not the worst. It could be worse, you know. Could be worse, so... It was fine. And then she talked to this guy and figured out stuff. She's like, well, what does that mean? And then the guy next to her, I love this story. The guy next to her was like... Or next to him, sorry, not her. I was next to her. The guy in front of her, next to him. Anyway, the guy he's talking to next to him. Anyway, was like, well, what does that tangibly mean? What does that, like, abundance tangibly mean? Basically. What does it mean tangibly? And she looks at me and she goes, or she leans over to me and goes, like I said last night, she leans over to me and goes, this is a funny conversation. I went, funny? Why? Well, he's trying to explain some human condition, human deep emotion thing that is almost impossible to define. Which is fair, because like it is. It's like almost impossible to define what that means, really, right? What does that mean, right? I said, also, like, what is love? And she goes, yes, yeah, exactly. Like, you know how mommy loves you? Yeah, well, you're going to love someone just like that one day. Oh, okay. That's why I said last night when I ended the stream, I went, find someone like that. I don't know how to explain this person, but find someone like that, because she is amazing. Just do it, please. Give me reasons we can fall asleep. I want to change this background to what? I don't know, because they all suck. In the sense that, like, they're all just kind of whatever. I don't care for them too much. Not really. You know what? I'll leave the one I have. I don't care. They all suck. So, yeah, I mean, find someone like that, okay? There's a few things in life that I recommend you do. Go find Jesus if you haven't found Jesus yet. If you have found Jesus, trust in God. Everything's going to be all right. Find a girl or find a partner that loves you, that you love, and that loves you, and find a group of people that you can fellowship with and feel connected and feel comfortable and feel like you have a group of people you can go to in times of troubles. Not just this, like, big baloney words of, like, it's a community. We're all a family. You know, we're a fellowship of people. Go screw off. That's a stupid word. I think it's baloney, whether it's this person or that person or guys who run this or guys who run that. It's all baloney. I know people who always say that, and I'm like, F off. You people suck. Stop saying that. Stop saying community. It's the most baloney word that at least the Protestant Christians use. Sorry. Stop. Basically just go F yourself. It's a lie. I can tell you it's a lie. Because none of the people who say that go and be in the community of people that they say they have. So stop the crap. you know, you're not alone here. We're all a community. We're all a family. It's a fellowship of people. Ugh, frig off. Screw off. I should go. So that's what I said. I found that because I said that's what I want. That is exactly the kind of people I want. I want these people to do this so I can. I want this group of people. It's great people. Whether it's the core people, the few people that come up after it, it's great. It's amazing. It's mind blowing how I found a group of people that I can feel like a family and community with. Everybody else just, no, I never felt that way. In any other Bible study and youth groups, I never felt it. The church I'm currently at, forget it. Their young adults only meet every once in a while, every 2 weeks. And it's stupid because I don't feel connected to anything. I said this before. I never felt connection to that church ever. I never felt like, oh, I like this church. It's my family church. It's my home church. No, not at all. So somebody asked me at the young adults rally thing, so would you go back to the other church, your old church? And I went, I don't know. Because there was nothing wrong that happened to me. Nothing was like, but my family, they did not treat well. So I was like, I don't know. There was a whole thing with my family and a whole thing. And he looks at me like, yeah, but is that you? And I'm like, he looked at me like, I mean, hey. And I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Not much. What's up with you? I'm talking about community, and I'm talking about how, like, I've finally felt like I belong in a community of people at my church as young adults. It's, like, the best. Hello there. How you doing? Lloyd Raisin? What's up? How you doing? Yeah, so, and I feel like I'm actually a community there. And I said, the way you know that you feel like you belong in that community is remove yourself from the community for whether it's days, weeks, months, years, doesn't matter. Thanks for the follow, Lloyd. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. If you'd like to go follow me on YouTube, I want to get 50 subscribers so I can stream on YouTube from my mobile device. Anyway, so remove yourself from said group of people and see if you feel like you're missing something. And if you feel like you're missing something, you're in a group that you like. Now, the feeling may not be mutual for everybody else. They might think, why are you here? But I feel like I was connected, so it's great. It's so like, wow. How come it doesn't show you subscribers? It shows you how long your session is, right? How many viewers you have, and how many followers, but not how many subscribers. Interesting. Do you get that somewhere else on this page? I'm in the creator dashboard stream manager, so maybe you know. Yeah, sure, no problem. Got ya. Nice. Now it's somewhere here. It's just my name. Okay, I'm gonna have to give it to you, but it's right here or share. Oh, sorry, share here. It's this right here. I'll show you. It's this right here. This channel. Well, this is a stream from before. Because it hasn't come up yet. The thing here. My auto reply thing. So it's this here. So go follow, please. Go give me a subscribe over there. Subscribe to my YouTube channel right here. That would be nice. That would be nice. I don't need. That would be nice. I have 13 subscribers. Okay, cool. Let's go. Where'd he go? My brother's asking me questions, so let me just answer that question quickly because she's gonna get real mad at me. Pepperoni. How do you go pepperoni? I'm not sure. Let me check. Really? I could look up how to spell pepperoni. I can't spell to save my life if you have not noticed. If all of you people haven't noticed, I cannot spell to save my life. Yeah, that's about right. I just want a regular pepperoni pizza, please. Please ask me what kind of pizza I want, though. Pepperoni's okay. I don't love pepperoni, but yeah. Let me go check. Where am I? So yeah. Can't hear you that much though. Oh yeah, 'cause like I'm not directly connected to my like right here, right close to it. I go like this, I go like this, I go like this, I go. It's gone. Like I'm just like barely hearable at this point. People say that. People say it a lot. So, I know, and I can't go higher. Look, that's like literally as high as I can go. So that's bizarre. I don't understand why, but it's a fairly low. Yeah, 'cause like if I'm not right here, watch this. You can barely hear me, right? This is what I have to be at, like right directly to my microphone. I don't know if it's the microphone, or the USB sound card that I have, the software I'm using, 'cause I'm using Prism Live Studio to live stream. I'm not using like Streamlabs or OBS. So yeah, so that's what I mean. You connect, like you remove yourself from said. And if you feel like, oh no, I feel empty, or there's like something missing, then you know that's a good group and you like being in it and it's great and you found the community. That's at least my opinion on the matter. Because communities are hard to come by these days. I think I said that last Friday night. I was like, we are the most connected generation. I said that to the person that was leaving. I said to her, we're because the guy who hasn't been there for a while was talking about how like he feels alone, he feels lonely, and like don't die alone. It's horrible. Please don't die alone. If you can, please don't die alone. Even if it's not with a partner, a romantic partner. Just find friends that you don't die alone. And I'm like, we are the most connected generation, while we are the most empty, lonely generation. Isn't that crazy? We are the most connected generation in history, and we are also simultaneously the most alone generation. We feel the most alone. That is a crazy thought to me. It's because we're not actually connected to anybody. It's like we're connected, but we're not connected. Oh, I have all these connections. It's like he said, we got all these friends online. I always bring it back to that whole thing of like back in the day at like Facebook's height, whenever someone has like, oh, I have 500 friends. I made like 250 friends this summer. It was great. I'm like, you talk to all of them? Oh yeah, of course I do. No, you don't. You talk to like 10% at most, if that. At best, you talk to like 10% of people. At most, you talk to like 10% of people. So go frig off. In the sense that like, no, you don't. Don't screw with me. I ain't not stupid. Hello. Hello. On YouTube. Lloyd Reason. You followed me? Because I must have one more subscriber. 13? Why did it not say that I got a new subscriber? I'm confused. Wouldn't it say in my notifications that I got a new subscriber? Maybe you haven't subscribed yet? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so. Yeah, so. Screw on. No, you don't. Don't give me that crap. I was never on Facebook, and I never will be on Facebook. I just don't care for Facebook. Facebook's dead, in my opinion. Go to Instagram. Go to WhatsApp. Go to Discord. Go do something. Use a better app nowadays. But I'm just saying, like, way back in the day in the height, when everyone was like, oh, I have 500 friends on Facebook. It's amazing. It's great. I'm like, do you talk to all of them? And they're like, yeah, of course I do. No, you don't. And I talk to friends like, oh, no, I've literally talked to every single one of them. I'm like, no, you haven't. Don't give me that baloney. No, you haven't. You have these random friends because you randomly find random people, or like you go to a new thing and you add them to your group, to your friends list. Add them as friends. Stop the crap. I'm not stupid here. I know how this goes. We are simultaneously the most connected generation, and simultaneously the most the generation that feels the most alone. Because we're not actually connected to anybody. We're like kind of connected to nobody, if that makes any sense. Now, unless you have a good connection in real life, and then you're also friends with them on some social media or whatever, or have their like digital contact, that's different. But these people who are like, oh, I'm friends with all these people. Yeah, no, you're not. Sorry. Although, I have heard people find friendships, make friendships, meet their significant other, go to their countries. My friend, she went to halfway across the world to meet this guy. Now, I don't know if there's like a romantic anything in that relationship. Maybe, maybe not. I think she likes me, to be perfectly honest. But you know, um, but you know, um, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so like, I think she likes me, so I think she does. But anyway, I do think she likes me, or at least doesn't hate me. I'm a familiar face, so therefore she can like gravitate towards me because like I'm familiar because I knew her way back when we were doing youth group together. So I even way before that when we did Club 56, which is like the grades 5 and 6. Oh boy, I remember that. It was such a good like. Anyway, those were some good days. Anyway, and so what was I saying? Yeah, so I think she likes me. Anyway, so we went half across the world to meet this guy, and then this guy came here, and I'm like, ooh. So yeah, you can find people online. Don't get me wrong. No Tinders and eHarmonies and all that kind of stuff. I just want to know if you're still here, Lloyd. I just want to know if you're still here. Yeah, you're still here. Okay, cool. And did you subscribe to me on YouTube? I also have a main channel on YouTube. That's Wing Wong. WINGWONG. Wing Wong. That's my YouTube channel. And so, there's a Patreon. Where's the YouTube? There you go. No, that's me. What? I'm confused. Anyway. Because I have it's just WINGWONG, Wing Wong. And I want to get to 200 subscribers because I'm going to give a giveaway. There's going to be a giveaway at 200 subscribers. I set up the thing, but I said I'm going to only set up the giveaway, but I'm only going to, do the giveaway when I hit 200 subscribers. So I said, why am I even doing it now? I'm not going to hit 200 subscribers anytime soon. So, anyway. So, yeah, what was I just saying? A friendship thing where we're disconnected while connected. I don't know. It's weird. I said that to her, and she kind of like looked at me like, "Oh, that's kind of sad." Or she like leaned over and like, "That was kind of sad." That does sound a little sad, which it is. It's kind of like, wow. Oh yeah, this generation feels so alone. It's so weird. The millennials and Gen Z. It's so like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Simultaneously, the most connected and the most disconnected. It's weird. Because nobody has real relationships anymore. They have these personal, online, fake relationships where they can abuse people and talk bad to them, and you're behind the screen, I can do whatever I want, I can be nice to you, I can be awful to you, whatever. I'm like, wow, okay. That's scary. So. But yeah. So I finally found a group of people I feel connected with. Like, I feel like there's a connection here and there's a community. Whereas every other place I've tried to do it in, I just am like, I don't care. I don't feel bad leaving it. Like, because that's the thing. My litmus test is leave the group, leave the community, and see if you actually feel empty. And so I went and left some other group. I was like, I don't care about these people. So that's where that kind of died. Then I was like, okay. I left other groups, right? I didn't go to a few events for my young adults at my current church. Didn't care. I didn't feel anything. Didn't care. Couldn't care less. So really, that's not a good place to really. Like, these are communities. These feel. I left the summer camp I used to work at. I didn't work there for summers, and I was like, I don't care. You know what? I don't care. And so for me, this is the only place that I felt like I left this place for a week or something, and I didn't go to some of them. I'm like, I feel so, this is weird and bad and whatever. There you go. Also have, I'm also live on YouTube. So agree with you. I so agree with you. Wait, you agree with me in what way? In what way do you agree with me? Or the friendship thing, or the we are the most connected and disconnected generation of people ever in history. We simultaneously are so connected while we're technically connected to nobody. It's so bizarre. Loneliness, isolation. We don't want to talk to the previous generations, the older people. We don't want to go and talk to the new generations. Like, look, my friend says this all the time. He goes, look, okay, we have to, the connection and disconnection thing. Cool. Gotcha. He talks about it like, look, if we're the next generation of the church, and we have to go and meet the next people who are coming in, because we're making a really bad example if we make this like closed in what's it called, looped, a closed like community of people. Oh no, 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 it's a closed like private community of people. It's like, no, you have to find and go and talk to the people. My friend works in the like kids ministry. My other friend worked in the youth, the teenagers ministry. So was a leader there. So I don't get why the pastor. Okay, you know what's another wacky thing? The pastor who runs the young adults now, because the previous person left last August. The person who runs it now, the pastor who runs it now, came to us, okay, back in like what was it, June or something, May, June or somewhere in there, or even April, I don't remember, but May, June, somewhere in there, and basically said, why aren't people coming to church anymore? Why aren't young people coming to church anymore? Why aren't young adults coming to church anymore? Let's figure out why. Let's get people to come. And he's done nothing to bring more people in. He didn't go to the next generation in the church and say, well, why are you here? Or why aren't you coming? Where are you? You're going to be next, so come on, let's go. Didn't talk to people who were there beforehand to say, what was it about? What's it about? Let's explain. Why aren't you here anymore? They didn't come to the people who aren't going to church going, well, why aren't you at church anymore? You didn't go out and find people. No, because my mother said this, okay? I know a friend who's exactly like this guy. But this guy had people he could, the friend I'm talking about had people to, like, rely on to say, well, you do it, and you do it, and you do it. He had sisters, he had people. This guy, I don't know what this guy's deal is, but for some reason he's just like, he's got grand ideas in his head, right? He's like, oh, look, I've got all these ideas that stuck in my brain, which aren't terrible ideas, right? But the thing is, he just doesn't want to execute them. He's like, you people do it. You people do it. He basically told us, you do it. And he's like, yeah, and because he's like, oh, we should have this and we should have that. He's talking about a cafe, right? And he's like, oh, cafe with music and like, just like mingling and ambiance, because it's kind of weird to come to a Bible study. And because I'm like, okay, right? And so somebody said, the other guy who, well, not leading it, but the other guy who was like in charge, I don't know, because there was three people. There was me, there was my friend, and then there was another guy. Not me, no, not me. The person in charge, then there was somebody else, and my friend. And so he was like, we tried that, it didn't work. Right? They tried that, it didn't work. The other thing is, he said something defective, because I asked the question, okay, so you're talking about doing all these open events that have nothing to do with Jesus and are great. And I'm like, that's what we need. Would you have a complete opposite of that? An hour and a half, 2 hours of just deep Jesus. And he's like, I don't think so. Not regularly. I would maybe so often, not regularly. And what has he done since then? Deep, hour and a half, 2 hour nights of full on Jesus. And I'm like, or Christianity at least, you know? And I'm like, you confuse me, man. You just confuse me beyond belief. You want one way, and then you go the complete opposite way. You're like, well, I don't want to do it this way, but I'll do this. Maybe you realize, well, he stopped trying to be a Bible study, because the guy realized learning your Bible is great, but these young adults have questions. Let me answer their questions. Let me figure out what they want or know, or, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's, you know, I don't know if you actually subscribe to me. I have no idea. So yeah, there you go. I also have a main channel on YouTube. There it is. There's my main channel. And so yeah, I don't get this man at all. This guy kind of confuses me. I like him a lot as a small group leader, as a pastor, and as a person he's okay. But as a pastor, up on stage on a Sunday morning, he's kind of awkward. He's like, oh, it's kind of awkward. It's weird. He's not great. Although he's not the worst. I wouldn't say he's like terrible, but I also wouldn't say he's like the best. Although I've not found a preacher that I thought was amazing, you know? Oh, this preacher is like phenomenal. My brother knows like of people like that. Like, oh, this guy's amazing. This guy's great. And I'm like, he's okay. I mean, who's like amazing? I've not found that person yet. Not that I will never, but I'm just like, at this moment I have not found them. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. I don't get this man, where it's like, he wants us to do a lot of the work too. He doesn't want to just do it. Yeah, but we can do it with you. We're not just going to do it for you. We're not your, like, you know, servants of like, oh, you do all my bidding. Do my bidding. Igor! Do my bidding. Yes, Master. I will do it, Master. Oh, yes, Master. So, we're not, no, sorry. That's not how this works. And the other guy tried to explain, your cafe idea was already tried. It didn't last forever. I've grand ideas of that place too. do this, do that, go here, go there. And my friend was also like, we need to have way more conversations of things outside of events or just meeting and mingling with people outside of youth group. Youth group, I said youth group, young adults like gathering. Because also you need a lot of things that are not fully Jesus. The thing, okay, here's a great thing that my church has a problem with retaining people. Retention is like awful. They cannot keep people connected together. For some strange reason, they're not good at that. But they are very good at bringing someone into Christianity. They're like, oh, here, this is what Christianity is. But then like retaining the person, they don't try. They don't uphold it. Which is fair. I mean, you need those churches where you come in, you get into Christianity, and you're like, oh, I'm hungry for more, so I leave and go somewhere else. It's fine. They exist. I was there for 10 years. About 10 years, yeah. So, it is what it is. But they're good at doing that with events that have nothing to do with Jesus. Jesus is not some sort of like, is not the essential part. It'll have a sports event, or it'll have a this event, or it'll have a that event, where Jesus is not shoved down your throat. It's just maybe we'll pray at the beginning, maybe we'll say a little devo in some part of the night, but we're not going to focus on, this event is not Jesus driven, which is great. That's how you get people to come to Jesus. You get the random guy who goes, oh, it's at a church? Oh, I'm at a church? Oh, what do you guys do? How does this work? Where is this? Oh, it's Jesus. And then they eventually come to Jesus, right? Or come to church, come to Jesus. Not these people where you shove Jesus down their throats, and especially here in Quebec, because we have a really bad relationship with like churches and Christianity. So you don't get people with come to God, Jesus down your throat. I'm sorry, you don't. I don't care who you are. That's why the Mormons don't work. That's why the Jehovah's Witnesses, you don't hear about people converting all the time, because it's taking Jesus and shoving it down your throat. Shove Jesus down your throat. Oh, Jesus. Or scare them. You're going to hell, so believe in Jesus. That kind of thing. The pastor this morning at my current church basically talked about a whole thing. His whole sermon was basically the end of evangelism as we know it. The way, like, you can't just do it the same way. You can't fear people. You can't do it this way. You can't do it that way. He made a list of things, and he was like, do, and all these things. You can't do them this way anymore. It just will not work. Can't scare them to death about, oh, hell, you're going to hell and all that. No, it just doesn't work. You just can't. It doesn't work that way. Evangelism as we know it is changing completely. And I went, you're not wrong. You're correct. That's kind of correct. And so he just doesn't have that yet, this new pastor who's running the thing. It's weird. It's so bizarre to me. Because I'm like, wasn't that the whole entire point of you coming here? You came to the conclusion that you want something that's not Jesus. Yet for 9 months, you've been doing just Jesus. I don't understand. I don't get you people at all. So, right? I'm like, I don't understand you at all. Because wasn't that the conclusion? Didn't you come to that conclusion? Like, your conclusion was basically, I don't want to shove Jesus down people's throats. Yet, that's exactly all you've been doing, Jesus. And you're not shoving it down their throats, because you've left from, because he stopped doing. Eventually, I think he said that at one point, some conclusion like, I test my sermons on you, but I don't think that's a great idea anymore, because we should just try and pivot to something new. And that's the thing. He said that from day one, that he was. I got no plans for any of this. I'm not setting up anything. I'm gonna let God do what God does. I'm like, through me, and I'm like, fair enough, I guess. I let people ask questions, and he had prizes for people who ask great questions. I like it that way. It is so much better that way than like opening up the Bible to a random thing that I don't understand, and someone trying to explain it to me, and I'm like, what? Because that's the thing. You can know all the Bible in the world. I know people like that. I got people who know the Bible inside and out. And they know, and you can go to them for any questions. They references to them. They know all of it. There's on top. So they know it all. And then they're terrible actual human beings. They're not great. Now, not all of them are horrible, but there are some that I know like that who are I know it all. Look at me. Who are terrible human beings. I hate them. Or not hate them, but I don't like them. They're not great people. They're not loving. They're not caring. They're not whatever. but they're just like, oh, I'm Bible smart, so I'm good. No, I don't remember which guy, but there was like some theologian who talked about the fact that like you can know all of the Bible, but if you don't have love, it's a waste of everyone's time. You've wasted your life. You know nothing. You can know all the ins and outs of the Bible, but if you don't have love, there's no point. If you don't have the love of Jesus, there's no point. Because my church's motto is love Jesus, love like Jesus, which is great. It's amazing. It's fantastic. It's like that's exactly how you have to live life. Because practically, in a practical way, getting people converted to Christianity and showing people the love of Jesus is the whole point of being here. The whole point of being a Christian. It's not, oh, I know all the Bible stuff and I'm the smartest theological scholar ever. No. No. That's not how this works. That's not the point. I mean, that's not the point. The point is love Jesus, love like Jesus. Not this, like, wacky, oh, well, I know all the Bible, so look at me, I'm so smart. But no, stop it. Stop the cut the crap. We're seeing through your stupid games. No, we know you. We're not dumb. You know, people aren't dumb. People aren't stupid here. Right? People aren't stupid, so. I'm not saying, right, that knowing the Bible is bad. But it's this whole, but if you don't know, have the love of Jesus, it's like, where is it? It's like Corinthians, somewhere in Corinthians, Paul talks about the fact that, like, but the greatest of these is love. You have to love. If you're clanging, it's all noise. If it's a clanging gong or whatever, it's just, let me look it up. Oh, I can go here. The greatest of these is love. Is that what it is? Let me check. No, sorry. Here, Bible verses. And then it's Bible bot, so it's slash. Crap. From which bot now? What? The Bible bot. Oh no, sorry. Let's go slash. Yeah, slash. What? Bible bot. Okay, what can you do? What is it? Search. Search for verses by keyword. Well, how do I do that though? Oh, slash search. Yep. Like, that's the whole point. No results. Dang. Because I think I wrote it way too. Broadly. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Yeah, where's that? Where's that located? Tell me where that's located. Where's that located in the Bible? I know. That's what you do, that's the, oh, I have it in my pocket, actually. Ah, dang, it's not in my pocket. It's actually in my other pants pocket. Oh, where's that located? It's in the Bible somewhere. It's the thing that everybody does at a wedding. It's love is patient, love is kind, all that jazz. I think it's like here. Oh, it doesn't say. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil. Does not, but rejoices with truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. Thank you. 1 Corinthians. Thank you. I'll take that. Thank you. I'm just going to do this. Yeah, I got him. And it's like one of those, the greatest of these is love, right? Let's do the same thing. Let's go to 15 something. Oh, 13. Okay, gotta do this like this. No! That didn't work. That didn't work at all. Three things will last forever: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. Okay, we're 60 now. We're 60 now. Why did it not work? 13, 13. No, where's 15? How do I not get? Whatever. I find it. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, though, if you don't have love, what's the point of this earth? The whole point is to love and to show people that we love each other and we will love you. No exclusions, no nothing, just why? I don't get it. It's not working. This is weird. It's not. Thank you. Yeah. So that's the whole thing, in my opinion. You can know all the wonders of the world and know all the answers to all life's mysteries, but if you don't have love, there's no point. You've wasted your life here on Earth. And I'm thinking about how, like, this guy who hasn't been there in a while, hasn't been to young adults in a while, was talking about how, oh, you want abundance, you want freedom, you want happiness, you want this, you want that. And I'm just like, yeah, but if you don't have Jesus, what's the point? Right? No offense, but what's the point? Love. The greatest of these is love. Three things will last forever: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. Love. You don't have love, you're a clanging gong, and you're making just noise. There's no point. Love is the point. There's another thing that I have here. Oh, it's on my phone. Dang. Okay. I'm going to see my phone's charged, so I'm going to grab it. But it's one of these things. Just another thing just about love. Ooh, boy. It's charged 100%. Anyway, it's this, okay? It's something I found someone's post once that I stole from someone, but the whole internet is stealing something from someone else, stealing one thing from someone else. So, where is it? It's over here. It's something. It's pertaining to love. Shooty. Oh, I have the thing here. Oh, never mind. Sorry, something I was looking for before. Anyway, I didn't know I had it. Screenshots. Right here. Okay. Is it just anything? No. Okay. Love is a sensation caused by a temptation to feel a penetration. A guy sticks his location in a girl's destination to increase the population for the next generation. Do you get my explanation, or do you need a demonstration? It's weird, but okay. Yeah, so, in my opinion, that's how I get it. I see it as like, you don't love people, what's the point? If you come into a group, and you're a Christian group, and you have this hierarchy thing of I'm better than you, and you treat people with disrespect, and you treat people like crap, what's the point? You're missing the entire point. Oh, well, and you're doing this legalistic, well, here's all the rules. Or you're saying something like, well, it has to be done this way, or whatever. You're just wasting your time. I know it's kind of funny, huh? You're just wasting your time. I'm sorry, I'm going to say this right now. You're wasting your time. You are. You're 100% wasting your time. Especially at a Christian organization that just kind of like, what? Excuse me? Huh? You're a Christian organization. Also, the summer camp that I used to work at, I worked at it yesterday to help clean up. And it like hit, like, it was like, whoa, not this too. What? Their welcome sign does not say Christian Youth Camp anymore. Because their name is something Christian Youth Camp. And I'm like, because my friends pointed out, like, look, their sign. What? Oh, no. It says Camp de Vacances, vacation camp. Frontier Lodge vacation camp. I'm like, no way. No way. Oh, no, I hope not. Although we prayed for lunch, so I don't think Jesus is out of it. Just they don't want to be so associated with Jesus. I don't know. Christian Youth Camp. Because I said to the previous leader of my current young adults, oh, they left it up at the same time. Oh, wow, I didn't realize that. Anyway, right, I was talking to him about it. I'm like, and he kind of said, because while I was like bringing this up, he's like, yeah, but if it's a Christian youth camp, you kind of need some Jesus. I'm like, yeah, exactly, you need some Jesus. I said, look, if his whole mission being here was to make the place look better, you know, find the money to make the place better, because we did need upgrades. It's fine, but you need some Jesus, man. Jesus is the point here. Jesus and the love of Jesus is the point here. Not everything else. I don't need a nice building. I don't need a nice whatever. I don't need this. I don't need that. The last year my brother worked there, he asked the kids, right? He asked some of the campers. He said, or camper / junior staff, and he went, "Did you get deeper in your relationship with Jesus?" And they went, "No." "Did you feel like you, got deeper with connection with Jesus?" And they all went, or most of them went, "No, not really. No." I'm like, that's so sad. The whole point is this. No, is that not the point? I'm so confused. No offense, but like, is that not the point? I'm so confused. I want to actually look at the whole verse now. But yeah, like, what? Excuse me? Oh my God. You need Jesus. This is one of those most real conversations I watched today. On point, thank you. Yeah, I sometimes do this. I just sit there and I start talking about, like, life. And I just start talking about things in life, and it's amazing. It's so good. Because I was talking about how last night, I was talking about how this girl from my young adults was leaving, and we had a party, going away party for her on Friday night, and it was the best night of my life. It was so good. I connected with this person. I felt something with this person. I felt like I was actually, like, getting to know this person. It was amazing. But my biggest problem with, especially females, but not just females, males too, where I think, oh, I have all the time in the world. I'm working at a summer camp, and I like this girl, and I'm like, I got all the time in the world. Or, yeah, I got all the time in the world. And then, no, you only have one summer, stupid. No, I'm leaving in a month, stupid. No, I'm leaving, like, tomorrow. It's like, what? No. Don't, what? No. This is, and so, again, I did it again with this person. I'm like, oh, because it was like January or something, and I'm like, I don't know this person super well. And the first real interaction with this person, like long-term interaction with this person, is I'm gonna go to their house because we're gonna go to her house for like, they invited us over for the young adults over for like a thing to go hang out at her house in the winter. It was not a great winter. The weather was bad. It was icy. It was horrible. She lives in the middle of nowhere. It's weird, okay? I was like, no, I'm okay. This is awkward. And then, I was like, oh, whatever. I'll just whatever it, I got time. I'll get to know her, and by the next time we go, which will probably be in the spring, she wants us to come in the fall, not the summer, spring/summer. So, which is fine. She said 4:13. I am not writing these things to shame you, but to warn you of you as my beloved children. For even if you had 10,000 others to teach you about Christ, you have only one spiritual father. For I became your father in Christ. So I urge you to. That's why I have sent Timothy, beloved. It's not the part where I'm talking about. Anyway, I got time in the world. I got time and a half. She'll be here forever. She's not leaving anytime soon. And she wasn't. It was another, 6 months, 5 months, but still, it was like, oh, she left, and it was like, oh, this is gone. Although, unlike the other person that left, the leader of the previous leader of the young adults, I felt completely 100% content. I was like, yeah, she's gone. She's leaving. Because, like I said last night, there's like a what's it called? Level of like, you either hate me with a passion, burn in hell, a dog will die in a fire, or you're my best friend. Because I had, for females, because my best friend was a female for like 5 years. And I hung out with lots of females, like 5 or 6 as a child. It was really weird, like between the ages of like 5, 6, and like 10. It's crazy. It was weird. Now that I think about it, it's kind of weird. But anyway, and so she was sitting right in the middle of that. I don't, you're not my best friend, and we're not super close. So I like feel like like the last person the leader of the play, the young adults, I literally went through the 5 stages of grief. It's so bizarre. I went through the 5 stages of grief. I literally, for like a week straight, was ready to kill somebody, to punch somebody to death. I was so angry at the whole situation. And then eventually, I came to the sadness, and I broke down and cried, and I was in my shower, and I went, holy crap, God, what are you doing to me? What the friggin' heck are you doing to me, taking all these people? My friend was in Italy for vacation. She was leaving. He wasn't going to be there for leaving. It was such a like, no, why? And then God slowly stopped, and he said to me, have I left you alone before? And I went, when your friends or people you know leave you, have you been left alone? Have I left you alone before? And I went, no. So trust me, I won't leave you alone again. And he didn't. And it was amazing. And this year has been even better than last year. So for those kind of things, it's amazing. It like blows my tiny little mind. Like, wow, okay. Wow, okay. I found another female that I liked. Not romantically, I don't think. I don't think she likes me that way at all. She would never think of me that way. But anyway, so yeah. This person was right in the middle. Don't love you, not my best friend, so I don't feel this like need to go through the 5 stages of grief. But also, I'm not at the bottom where I don't care. We're kind of like one level above. Like, I like you, but I don't really care. Like, and she's not at the, like, one level above where it's like indifferent, you know? Like, I don't really care. Because I said this once, or I found this quote once, and it was like, the only thing worse than being hated is being ignored. The only thing worse than being hated is being ignored. Because I'd like you to make a stance about me. You either like me or you don't. You either love me or you hate me. Rather than sitting in that middle ground of ignored, I couldn't care less about you. Don't care. Don't care up, don't care low, don't care like you, don't care hate you. I don't care. It's like, wow, I really feel like you are an amazing person. Possibly. I don't know. So that's what I felt. And I was like, it was the best night of my life. I had got to know this person. I talked with this person for like 90% of the night. It was amazing. 99%. Oh my, it was like mind blowing how great this was. Oh my God. Speak of the devil. Oh, how do I say that? Anyway, but yeah, it's like crazy. It was amazing. This person like blew my mind. I was like, there are females who don't know my past, so don't have any like pre-existing like ideas of me. So it's a clean slate, and they don't hate me. How? What? How? How is this? What? This is what? The same way I felt with the other one. I'm like, the previous leader. I'm like, whoa. There are people who like me. There are females who I could be friends with that don't hate me. This is because that's the thing. Again, like I said, I either have like best friend, or like 90% of the females I've ever known we're either at the I hate you and I want you to die in a fire, or one step above that where I couldn't care less about you. I don't hate you, I don't like you, couldn't care less about you. It's so like, it was so strange to me, like, wow, this person just incredible. What is going, what? Females. Because I screwed myself up with females a long time. A lot of females block me on Instagram because I do strange, wacky things that are probably uncomfortable. So I'm like, wow, there are females that don't hate me. This is amazing. Now, what does this look like without? No. Oh, wait, actually. No, I need to let on. Okay. It's so bizarre. I'm like, what? Excuse me? There are females that don't hate me. There are people that don't want to kick me out of my own... out of the group. It's amazing. I made her a cross necklace. She loved it. It was great. I love it. Now, I don't know if I'm ever going to see her again. I think I'm going to see her at least once more. The other person who was a previous leader, I saw twice after that. So, this outside of this event, outside of young adults. So, I thought she was amazing. The last person, but this person blew my mind. I don't even know how to describe this person, but legit. Oh my word. Poof. Poof. It's amazing. Also, really courageous because, like, she went to the local CJEP here near me. She's from a different part of I want to say north. Anyway. And so she came here to go do CJEP, and I was like, oh my God. At 16 years old, I would never have done that. I may have gone to CJEP, but I would never have gone to a whole different part of the province that I don't know. That would be like me going near her to go to do stuff. It's like, what? No. I would never have done that at 16 and gone to be on my own and lived here. It's so crazy. Not on campus, it's just weird. It is so bizarre. It is. It's weird to me. I would never have done that at 16 years old. That's incredible. She's been here for 2 years. Or 2.5 years? Something like that. Anyway. She was 16. Now she's 18. So she's an adult. She's a legal adult now. Because I asked, well, because the other idea that that the pastor of my previous church, his idea was he wanted lots of alcohol. He's like, I think we should have alcohol. We should have beer and wine at young adults. It'll get people to come. And guess what? And if you think about it, the first century disciples, all in that time would have all been drinking, wine. And I'm like, this is not the first century, man. This is different. We all thought of it like, it depends on who it is. Would you invite somebody here with if there was alcohol? And me and my friend both went, whoa. That would depend on who this person is. I wouldn't just like invite my friend who's an alcoholic. Be like, yeah, come to my young adult Bible study, and then there's alcohol there, and he goes and gets drunk. Has drinking problems. I wouldn't do that. I also wouldn't invite somebody who doesn't drink, and it's anyway. And so I was like, and then my mom asked, well, because the mom drove me back, and she goes, okay, but is everybody there legal adult? And I went, no. And she was like, you then have a problem. And I'm like, yeah, you do have a problem, because what happens with those kind of people? And you're going to get people to bring people because there's alcohol, and you're going to bring your underage friends, and, oh, look, we're the cool youth. Because that's kind of how he thought of it. He's like, we're the cool young adults that has alcohol. It's like, that's not the point here. But then again, he does have a point in the fact of, well, what's going to bring people to come to young adults? Events that don't feel like you're shoving Jesus down someone's throat. You need that. Otherwise, you're a wacky Christian cult, basically, that shoves Jesus down their throat. Oh, the Mormons, the Amish, the Jehovah's Witnesses, just shoving Jesus down their throats. Oh, Jesus. Down your throat, shoving Jesus down your throat, right? You need those events. You do. You need those events. I think people could see you as an approachable person. You really look good and like a good person to hang out. That's funny because my mother, for basically the entirety of me being like from teenager, so like when you become like sociable with lots of people, to now, she says you're the most unapproachable person ever. You sit there and you look like the most miserable, unapproachable person ever. And I'm only this energetic and this like lively because I'm on here. I, for the longest time, would walk around my sanctuary after church trying to avoid everybody. I go to that young adults rally group gathering. I walk around trying to avoid people. Unless I know these people, I try and avoid these people. It's just so like, oh man, yes, it is. It's really hilarious. It's funny how you say that because you're one of the first people to be like, you just look really approachable and like a really good guy. And people would want to talk to you. And I'm like, really? Because my mother is says I'm a complete opposite. I'm the most unapproachable person ever. I look miserable. I don't want to be talked to. Don't talk to me. Get away from me. I'll walk around trying. Oh, it's crazy. Because I also came to the realization, I think last night, or maybe the night before. Anyway, as like I'm sleeping, sitting in my bed, I'm like, that like, kept me awake at night. I was like, I don't think I'm an introvert. I think it's the people. It depends on the people I want to hang out with. It's not that I would not want to be at a party. I'd be at a party with people I'd want to hang out with. Although I am not the person who walks around and goes and meets everybody. Not even close. It's not even close. But as I was being with people I actually liked, 4 people I actually quite liked. I was like, I like this. It depends on the people. Yeah, it depends on the people around you. Exactly. I'm not going to go to a random party from a random thing and then be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go meet everybody. I'm not that person. I'm not the sociable guy. I'll never do that. But if there's people I like, I'll go and be at a party for hours. Because I went to work at that camp yesterday, and my friend was like, I said to my friend, because he was going to drive me up there, so I was like, okay, why don't you stay over at my place? We can leave early in the morning. Okay, great. So I said, I'll go home with you, because usually my dad, because I don't have a driver's license yet, so my dad or my mom usually drives me to these places and picks me up. And I usually have to leave pretty early, because, we have other things to do with our lives. And so, that night, I got to stay for like an hour, like 2 hours later. something like that. We left at midnight. Usually leave at 9:30. We left at midnight. It was incredible. It was like, whoa. And I was like, I want this forever. I want whatever this is forever. I want this forever, please. Can I just keep this forever, please? Like, seriously. Can I just have this forever, please? This is the most amazing. This is the best night of my life. Please, I want this forever. This is amazing. And the party was still going. I'm like, how far is this going to go? Because it was midnight by the time we left. And I believe we were the first people to leave. And I was like, oh my God. It was crazy. It was good times. It was I would remember that night for the rest of my life. It's so good. And so I was like, I could do this for the rest of my life. This is amazing. I love this. This is amazing. Because I was never a party person. I've been to a few parties in my life, and I would just sit there and wait for, and be like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to people. I never had anybody I could really connect with. I don't like this. This is stupid. This is dumb. I don't want this. Boo, Although I was kind of young at most of these parties, so I didn't really have like a big, huge, like, I was like 13, 14, 15. So I was like, I don't know. Anyway, so I wasn't like, I don't know. But that night I was like, this is amazing. I want this forever. I want this group of people. I want this atmosphere forever. Can I just do this? Can I just stay here? Can we just continue this for the rest of existence? This is amazing. This is fantastic. It was the best. It was so good. It really does depend on the people you're around. Because no, I will not go to a party and go meet everybody. Not even close. But if I know people and I talk to people, it's amazing. That night is amazing. That night was the best. TheBomb.com. The Bomb Diggity. It was so good. It was so good. It was amazing. So good. So good. I don't even know how to explain it, but it was amazing. Why is the light terrible now? I think it's like trying to compensate for the fact of like, oh, exposure. I can change the exposure on this. Where's the white balance? Let me just look, okay? Let me look myself. I can't see it. Ew. Oh no, autofocus. Ew. I look like a freaking. Look like the guys from Star Wars. Twilight. I still look like them. What the heck is going on? Maybe I can only do so many. Oh. This is better. Let's check. Nope. It's still dark. Well, let's do white balance, twilight, fluorescent. Oh, well then let's do... No, too warm blue. Why are you not being shown? Interesting. I am subscribed to your YouTube now and followed you on Instagram as well. Instagram? I have my Instagram somewhere? Did I post my Instagram somewhere? Did I post my Instagram somewhere? How did you find me on Instagram? I'm so confused. I never post my Instagram. How did you... You didn't just look up Adja Vashano on Instagram, did you? Because I don't exist on Instagram under that name. I don't know where you found my Instagram, but cool. Great. Thank you, I guess. Thanks, I guess. Let's check if this will be brighter. No, still dark. Oh, it's even worse now. Oh, great. I'm just looking to see if I can get it to be better. No. Actually, no. It's like a warmth. On your channel, there's a link. YouTube, Instagram. Oh, on my main channel. Okay. I did. Oh, okay. So you follow me on Instagram. Okay, great. Cool. I'm trying to find what... No. Automatic. I guess I just go back to this. Yeah, so, wow, that's even worse now. What's going on? Let's turn this off. Turn it back on. Oh, wow, this is terrible. No, I don't want to be that far back. I want to be closer. Yeah. Oh, that's a little close, I think. The fourth's not okay. No, it's fine. I also have a Patreon. You don't have to do anything about, but I also have a podcast. It's Taco Imposters on everywhere. Just this light's terrible. Light's getting terrible now. I'm just a black blob now. I'm not close enough. That's why. Okay. Ooh, that's a little bit much. Let's go back a little bit. There. Yeah. Just look up Taco. Oh shoot. No, that's why. Yeah. So just look up Taco Imposters on. Oh, hi Daniel. How you doing? Just look up Taco Imposters on. I actually might be able to send you a link to that. Spotify. I'll send you a link to it. I'll send a link in the chat. See if I can find it. I don't know if you subscribe or what, but you can listen to my podcast. It'd be nice. How do I share? Aha. Copy URL. I'm going to sleep. I'm doing okay. About to go to sleep. Cool. Good for you. No. I thought I copied the link. I can't share. I don't know what this does. Dang it. This way. Maybe? Yeah, okay, that should be the right thing. So if you want to subscribe there, you can. Or, I don't know if you just... Yeah, maybe subscribers, I don't know. Yeah, listeners, whatever. Listen to it. I don't know how it works anymore. Podcast. I think you subscribe to the podcast, yeah. No, you subscribe to the podcast. There'll be a new episode up tomorrow morning. Basically talking about the same thing I'm talking about now. But, yeah. So, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so, I mean, look. So that's what I feel like, in my opinion. This generation is disconnected. We need more Jesus and find communities that you feel like want you to be in those communities. Like, they actually go out of their way to be like, yo, the group as a whole goes out of their way to make sure that you're connected. Because otherwise, what's the point? Then we're not showing each other love, and then the world doesn't think the link is broken. Maybe try sending it on Whisper. What the heck is Whisper? That link is broken? Oh. What do you mean on Whisper? 404 error. Oh, interesting. Share? How do I do this now? I have a Twitter, so let me see if I can... What? I can't share the whole... Fine, let me see if I can share like a specific episode. I can't? I'm confused now how this works. Fine, let's just find me... okay, let's go to... you go. Taco Imposters. Okay. Oh, Taco Imposters on Spotify. Okay. I'll share, copy, show, link. Maybe this will work? Thanks, I already followed you. Maybe this will work? I have this one. Cool. Thank you. Now that I just get a new listener, analytics. How does this work now? Plays, analytics. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, personally, that's what I feel. A whisper is a form of private message on Twitch. Oh, okay. Interesting. I never heard of that. I don't use Twitch a lot. I've just been using Twitch for the past, 2 or 3 months because I'm like, well, I better get on Twitch because I'm going to get way more viewers on Twitch rather than on YouTube. I got 2 guys on YouTube consistently, so. But I do also live stream on Twitch, on YouTube, so. Why is the lights terrible? The lights are dang awful. Wow, okay. I look like a dang shadow. I'm terrible with lighting. Lighting is one of the problems I have with this whole setup. So there's like a direct message, okay, or a private message. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Hell yeah. Find a group of people that you like. Yeah, because if you don't do it, then you don't show the people the love, right? If you don't connect with the people and keep up with people, you won't find the love. You won't show love, because that's the thing. It's the thing that the pastor of that my previous church says all the time. He's like, look, we have to show each other that we love each other, so that there's a love. Look, oh, we love each other. I want to be in that community, so that people feel like, oh, I want to be in that community of people. They love each other. They feel like a real community, which is, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I do too. I love it. That'd be a great one. What is that? Where did that go? Nice. Yep, there's one going up tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. EST, Eastern Standard Time. So, actually Eastern Daylight Saving Time. But yeah, so yeah. Good episodes. Yeah, so, anyway, it's amazing. Like, I felt like I finally found a group of people that don't hate me, that I actually like, that I'm not in just because. Like, I'm not in just because, oh, there's nothing really else to do, right? Oh, there's nothing else to do, so I'll go to the youth group, or I'll go to this, or go to that. Or I have some friends here and there. It's okay, it's whatever. But the whole group as a whole, it's not great. This is like, no, I like almost everybody in this group. I could hang out with almost anybody in this group. It's amazing. It's fantastic. It blows my mind. I'm like, wow. This is... like, wow, I found it. I finally found it. Because for years, I wanted a group. I was like, I came to my friend last January and went, I'm not doing nothing for Jesus. Not doing nothing for God. This is horrible. I don't feel like I'm connected anywhere. And he went, I kind of felt that same way too. Right? And then we, like, whatever. And a few weeks later, he's like, come to our young adults. Because he had invited me to young adults, like, 4 or 5 months earlier. And I was like, no, I think it's the same group of people. I was expecting it to be the same group of people that used to be there. I'm like, oh, this is really bizarre and awkward, and I don't want this. Then I found it wasn't. And then he said, come to young adults. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I will. And then I was like, oh, okay, great. And then it was amazing. I stayed for him. No, I went for him, and I stayed for the leader. God, she was good. But then, those were great. On Zoom, those were amazing. But... and then when they went back to in person, I was like, I'm never probably going back to that church. Not going to be a thing. Not going to happen. And then I was like, whatever. I like went and I went, I love this. I'm coming back. And then I've been going ever since. I've been going since February, like the second week of February or something. The last year, 2022. I've been going. It's great. It's the best. It's so good. So good. Like, it's a great... I love that place. It's so good. And like the guy said, would you go back to that church? I'm like, I was thinking about it because I don't like my current church very well. I don't really like my current church. It's not great. Church. It's not a great church. It's not. I'm sorry. I'm going to say this right now. It's really... what? Am I lost? Where'd mine go? It's not. I'm sorry, it's not a great church. I never felt connected to that church. Ever. For some strange reason, I never felt connected to that church. No. I don't know why. From day one, it was all these things where they treat you like... I don't know. Sometimes they treat you like children and they're telling you something. And then the pastor thinks he's a damn comedian, and I'm like, go frig off, man. You're not a damn comedian here. This is... also, there's two things. There's the pastor thinks he's a comedian, and he thinks this is his therapy session where he can vent out things about his past. And I'm like, nobody wants this. No, we want to know... we want a teaching of the Bible. Not you... well, and I'm going to tell you about an old story because I need to, vent out my problems because this is a therapy session. I've heard a bunch of bad church communities. Oh, yeah. Oh, churches are the most hypocritical people in the world for communities. Forget it. They're terrible. They're so bad. They say it's a community. Somebody once said to my mother, it becomes a country club of, look at us, we're very little, like, and then the other stupid thing is, there's a bunch of these small, it's like cliques, right? Like high school. There's a bunch of these cliques that start showing up, that start existing as like, well, there's 5 or 6 people here. Most perfect people, but they always talk about it as community. And then the one thing that I thought was the funniest thing, or like the like saddest thing, saddest slash funniest thing ever was like, what? One of these leaders, I don't know exactly, care pastor or whatever heck her name, her title is, went up on stage for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks prior to this event, where it was like on a Saturday afternoon, we were going to come and go to like a potluck. So, meet people in your church, meet people from the church, that kind of thing. And I was like, okay, sure. I saw through their baloney of community, but I was optimistic. I was like, okay, fine. Then I showed up to this event. I actually wasn't even supposed to be there. My friend was there. His mother said he needs someone to hang out with or else he'd go out of his mind. And my brother was there, so I was like, fine. You know what? Fine. So, I get to this event, and it's a bunch of people in their cliques, and this woman who was talking up, go meet people in your church, wasn't doing any of it. Not one of it. Not a bit. And I'm like, what hypocrites? Whether you're 5, you're 2, you're 1, you're 0, or you're 102, 100, 105, 110. Cool, you do that. You've all got these cliques. You've all got these people you want to hang out with. I only want to hang out with my people. So don't go become a community with your church family. No, not at all. Church congregation. No. Just be a hypocrite the whole time and just exist in this hypocritical. You people go meet people. I'm fine with my group of people. It's like, especially the leaders who don't go and meet anybody. These young adults, like youth rally thing that they do at once a month, right? It followed up one that was done by youth. And he would talk about, the guy in charge would talk about, we're all a community, the same old crap. And then I went, but you've never talked to anybody. Look, as far as I'm concerned, you've talked to nobody here. I've never seen you talk to anybody. You didn't talk to me. You didn't talk to anybody. It's sad. It's so sad. And then I like a fall retreat, right, at the summer camp that I work at, or used to work at. And he would say the same thing. Hey, we're all a community here. Don't be alone. We're all a family. Go find people to connect with. And I'm like, but you don't do that. Oh, so stupid. The guy who was the assistant director, right, of that event was doing AV the whole weekend, and didn't. This is a weekend thing, and didn't go meet any children as far as I was concerned. I was like, what? What hypocritical crap? Lloyd, are you still here? It was all hypocritical. You can get really bad church communities. You can get really, really bad church communities. Church communities can be the worst. The most hypocritical people in the world. That's why I say the word community is the biggest BS word they use as Protestant Christians. Every church I've been to, every group of people I've been to, I'm like, stop saying that if you're not willing to actually go and be a community. This is a bunch of baloney. Stop the baloney. I see through your, I see your little games. I see through your crap, Not that there aren't good church communities that exist. I'm just saying for me, there's been way more non-church communities than church communities. Non-good church communities and good church communities, so. The summer camp would have an ostracization. You'd have ostracization at everything I've ever been to, ever. My youth group, my young adults, the summer camp, youth rallies, wherever. It's always ostracization and, we got our little cliques. I'm going to tell you a story. I was working at one of the fall retreats, and I was with a friend I actually met that guy that weekend, but still, I was with someone, and he's with one church. My previous church was there. I wasn't connected. There was another church that I knew of, so it was all just a bunch of, connections, right? Bunch of churches taking their pictures. Oh, let's do a group photo. I was like, okay, great. Then I look at it and go, he goes to his church. The youth pastor that used to be my youth pastor was there at her church, at my previous church. There was a third church, and I was like, I was connected to none of. I couldn't go into any of these groups of people. How sad is that? This one guy was just I'm like, okay, it was this one guy plus it was the other youth pastor. Like, where do I go? I was like, oh no. It's like you go nowhere because you're in this weird limbo now of like you don't belong to any of these places, which is fair. I'm not in their clique. Why is the light so bad? Let me check if I close this window, blinds or drapes, or whatever. If it's better. I also started this whole. Yeah, not bad. Much better. Much better. Oh. So I started. Whoa, whoopsie. I started this stream with trying to find slow dancing songs. Yeah. And then, like I said last night, okay. So what happened was, this person's explaining how back in camp, she works at a summer camp, different summer camp than me, and worked. And I think she's working again. Anyway, and so she's talking about how there's a song, right, where it's something like the snake ate you or the bear ate you or something. Oh no, he's got my toe. Oh my, he's got my leg. Oh, something got my leg. And then he gets to the thigh and he goes, well, how did you do your thigh, right? And so the guy she was asking, who also worked at the same camp I did, who did all that stuff, oh, we just ran around, we just jumped like, oh no, oh fiddle, no, oh my, he's got my thigh, right? And she goes, oh, we did like this, like, rub your thigh thing. And I went like this. I went to illustrate it. Really? Nothing. To illustrate it like, oh, come on. Whatever. Sensually up on, like, let's do no background for now. I turn off the background for now, because, you know, this is annoying. It's actually really annoying. I would say no background. Original. So like this, like, sensually, right? Okay? Because this is gonna make sense when I explain why I'm bringing this story up. So I did that, and I stood there like that, in that position, switching legs back and forth on the side of the chair, almost the entire night, like 90% of the night. I did all that in like 90% of the night, and then I was like, this, I feel awkward now. And then the girl, there was another girl, and she goes, embrace the awkwardness. And I was just like, wow. And so I tried to make a shirt that says embrace the awkwardness, but the problem is that the sticky iron-on patch just doesn't want to work. I've had that problem before. They're like old or something, maybe? I don't know. I have some for darker shirts too. And I want to put on, I said that to her. That should be a shirt. Embrace the awkwardness. So I'm trying to get it to work, but it doesn't want to work. Let me see if I can get it to work. Maybe? Okay. That's working. Yes! Yes, finally. Yes! Yes, it's trying to come off. Yes. Yes. Please. Yes. Yes. Yes, it worked! Awesome! It worked. I got the shirt done. I don't know if you can see it. Nope. You can't. Nope. I need to go again with no background. Original right now. Right here. It's embrace the awkwardness. Embrace the awkwardness. Let's see what it would look like on me. Oh yeah. Wait, let me check. Oh yeah. Embrace the awkwardness. Oh, it's great. Yeah, the shirt is done. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that shirt's amazing. I'm gonna wear it next Bible study. It's gonna be amazing. She's gonna be like, oh, yes. It's gonna be great. I should make her a shirt like that. If I can find more, get more iron-on patches, it'd be amazing. Embrace the awkwardness. It's amazing. I think she said embrace the awkward. No, I think she did embrace the awkwardness. Anyway, that's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, it worked. Great. That's amazing. So yeah, it's amazing. Oh, it worked. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Oh, the shirt worked. It worked. The shirt worked. Oh, it worked. That's amazing. That's fantastic. Oh. Embrace the awkward. It's amazing awkwardness. Oh, I have to. It's amazing. It's so good. Man, that's amazing. Where'd my garbage can go? Oh, that's amazing. It's gonna work. That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, it worked. So good. Oh, I have to wear the shirt. Oh man. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. Yeah, that just works. It's great. I've been going for how long? This is amazing. An hour and 56 minutes. This is actually fantastic. Amazing. So the first song I started with was the first song I started with for the slow dancing songs was Reckless Love. So yeah, which I think is a good song. It's a good build up song where it starts really really slow and then brings up. Because I think I said to someone where I listened to it again, like I said to the guy, oh this is because the guy said I asked on Reddit, and so I went okay, so I listened to it again because he said this is way too slow. I can't deal with this. If this is even slower, this is even more disgust like too slow. And then so for me, I was like, oh wow. And so for me, it was just like, oh, I listened to it again. It's actually not slow. It's or fast. It's intense. So yeah, like it's just kind of a little intense. I think there's a difference there in that, like, which I do think there's a difference between like tempo and speed and like the intensity of the song. Because there are like different intensities of songs. I'm like, oh yes. So yeah. So like, there's a difference between like intensity and like speed. Because it can be a really intense song, like a really like gripping you in your heart intense song, but never but be like the slowest song ever. And then you can have the fastest song ever, but not have any kind of like it's not intense at all. It's really like do 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 do, and there's nothing, no intensity to it at all. I mean, so yeah, that's what I've been figuring out in life. Also, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do because I want to do a lot of things, but I also want to do exactly what the girl who left Friday night does. I'm like, I want that. That's cool. I want to be a photographer slash videographer. I want to do 360 photos. I want to be an editor. I want to be an animator. I want to be a musician. I want to be an audio engineer. So all these like different ways, 6 or 7 different things I want to do, and I'm just like, but how do I get to that point? And because one of the things she said was, because somebody asked her, what is it like to like, what is your like, Um, one of the things she said was, "I learned to get out there," and I'm like, "Wow, what are the things you learned while you were here?" And she learned to get out here. She learned to get out. She learned to say she needs to just like go and be like, "Yo, you want some photography, videography? I can do that for you." You know, that kind of thing. Hey, you want like just go to different random people, groups, organizations. Be like, "Yo, you want some?" Different buildings, different kind of places. Be like, "Yo, you want some?" Because really, that is how you get around in this day and age. We don't like formally do anything anymore. We just like, "Yo, I've done this. You want to see? Here you go. Have fun." Because she wants to do documentaries, so she starts with this kind of stuff. I'm like, wow, it is. It's great. It's really. That's exactly what I have to do. I just have to go. I just have to get at someone and say, "Do you? I could do this for you. Would you like me to do this for you?" Because that's what my churches are missing. My two churches and my two churches, the church I used to go to and the church I go to currently, and my summer camp all need this. Because it's great. It's a good idea, opportunity. I mean, I don't think either of them have 360 tours. But I'd love to. But my first one will be free, so I can like have like a portfolio to be like, yo, I can bring it up and be like, yo. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so yeah, they need like first one will be free, so I can have a portfolio to show someone, hey, this is what I've done so far. I kind of have to learn Unity because somebody told me that like you can do all of what a website, those websites like Matterport, or Matterreal or stuff like that, all do, but you can do it for free. And I'm like, oh, you can now, can you? Yeah, if you learn how to do it, you have to just code. If you don't want to code, then you got to use one of these websites. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. But although I don't know how they want to do it because they could be paying for that whole section. I'll be like, oh, I just do it. Oh, fantastic! I don't need this anymore. So what was I saying? Yeah, so yeah. So I feel like that's what I want to do. Something like that. I want to make a documentary too. I have the idea of a documentary. I started writing my script, and I just need help because I'm terrible at coming up with like what to do next. Because I'm almost done with like the whole point. Because there's going to be a lot of just interviewing people for a long time, but there's got to be little things in between interviewing people where I'm like, okay, then I have to talk a little bit more here, and then I can interview people. Then I talk a little bit more here, and I interview people. You know, so so oh, okay. So yeah, what were they just talking about? What were they just talking about? Just talking about. What were they just talking about? What were they just talking about? You want my services? Yeah, that's the one. Yo, you want my services? I'll give you my services. You want them? I got. This is what I do, and would you like them? She's gotten a lot of gigs that way. So I just have to do that now. Where it's like, just go. And she's not. And it's not just Montreal or around here. It's not just out there. It's all over the place. So for me, I'm like, whoa, really? She's like, yeah, wow. She's like, yeah. I'm like, wow, okay, that's pretty dang great. Which it is. It's actually really cool how you've gotten to this point. It's actually fantastic. Like, you know, yeah. So that's kind of what I gotta do. If I want to get to doing, I gotta do. Because everyone goes, look, kid, you can learn forever. You can figure out and learn forever. And everybody said that before, and I've talked to people about that too. You can, okay, monitor and practice and analyze and meticulously do all this. I was talking about a basketball player and how he can like do all the geometry forever. But the only way he's going to learn to play basketball is if he plays basketball. So the only way you're going to learn how to do something is by doing it. You can learn forever. And then I watched the guy on like a, I don't know if live stream or podcast or something, but he has clips on Instagram. And this guy asked like, well, I'm going to go do another thing, and I've done XYZ years of learning, right? How can I, what can I, who can I, how can I? So he's going to do another thing in whatever, nursing or something like that, of like healthcare, something, physical therapy or something like that. And then the guy answers with the question with basically saying, yeah, but you just have to do it. You can't just be like, well, I'll learn forever. Because you could learn learn something new every day. Like, you could learn forever. Like, frick, man. You can learn literally your entire life and never do anything with the knowledge you own. That's like what I said when I said something like, you can know all the Bible and you can learn the Bible your whole life. But if you don't love Jesus and love like Jesus and show people love, and it's a waste of everyone's time. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your time. You've wasted your life away. Which is kind of sad when you think about it, because you're like, whoa. Because that's the thing. God's not going to, you're not going to get to heaven, and God's going to ask you, or God's going to be like, good job. You learned everything about the Bible. You know all about the Bible. It's great. No, you're going to say, did you love enough people? Did you go out and love people? Did you go out and spread the gospel? Or did you sit there and learn the gospel, learn the Bible, and then that's it? And that's it. Like, that's it. Right? So, God's not going to be like, oh, congratulations, good job. You get the greatest place in heaven because you learned your Bible. You know it in your heart. No, but express it. Go and express it in your heart. You're not, like, basically, somebody explained to me, and the pastor of my previous church explained to it as this, okay? He's talking about it in terms of like baptism. Like, you can't have a baptism empty, like secretly. It's like having a wedding. You love someone, you want to tell everybody else you love them. I love you, and I want to profess to everybody that I love you. You're not gonna like love Jesus and be like, I'm gonna hide that. I'm gonna keep that deep down in my heart, and that's where it's gonna stay, and that's it. That's all. And I'm just gonna wait until I get pulled away into heaven, and it'll be great. Which is not how it should be done. Not at all. Which, yeah. And then he was talking about baptisms, and the previous pastor of my church, previous church was talking about the pastor of the church was talking about like baptism and how you're not going to go get baptized secretly. You're going to, because that's the whole point of a baptism. The whole point of a baptism is this, okay? It's an outward side of an inward emotion. You've inwardly accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Now you're ready to go and tell that to the world and have accountability with people that you're telling this to. Be like, yo. Because they had a baptism recently, right, at my church. And I was just like, what happened? Isn't the whole point of the baptism to say, okay, because I said, what happened to like the thing you asked the person, the question you asked? You say, do you accept that you're a sinner? You acknowledge you're a sinner and accept that Jesus Christ into your heart as Lord and Savior, into your heart as your Lord and Savior? And you say yes and yes, then you go, in the name, of Jesus Christ, I baptize you, or in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Like, right? They asked, like, once. I was like, what is going on here? It's not the whole point. Baptism is not your, like, it's not for you, in the sense that it's not, like, just your thing. It's a whole, like, it's a whole thing. You have to, like, there's a process and the thing and whatever. I don't know. That's my opinion on baptisms. I don't think they're great. Sorry, whoa. I don't think they're like, I don't know. I don't know why I said it like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so baptisms. We don't know much about baptisms in their theology of the early church in the Bible. Like, what does baptisms mean? We know baptisms are a thing. And we know that usually when somebody becomes a Christian or like becomes a Jew, it's more like a Jew because at the time they're still Jewish, they would immediately go get baptized. Because baptism was like a repentance thing before Jesus, and then when Jesus came, it was more of like a no. Now you're living your life for Jesus. That's what Jesus, like when Jesus, like after Jesus, that's what baptism's turned into. And yeah, and I looked up the whole like Amish and like the Anabaptist movement, and it's like basically a movement of like, no, you get baptized as an adult when you've accepted and figured out and found out what you that you want to be a Christian. Not as a baby, because I'm not thinking of the Catholics and other groups like that where they think of it as like, no, 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 no. You get the Holy Spirit, you get salvation when you get baptized. They kind of treat it as the same thing as circumcision, where like it's a covenant and you get that and you like, that's your mark. You are baptized, so therefore, here it is, right? And so, no, we're not like that. I'm in the camp of like, baptisms are important, and baptisms are very big and important in the sense that baptisms are necessary, but when you are ready for baptism, not just, as a baby, or somebody says, oh, or you have say first communion in your confirmation, where you confirm your baptism. No. Although I don't have a problem with people doing it that way. And apparently, I don't know if this is 100% true, but I heard from someone one time that that more Protestants in the history of Christianity the Protestants in the history of like Christianity, the Protestants have actually done more child baptisms than the Catholics, apparently. And as Protestants now in the modern day, we do things called dedications, where we dedicate our child to God. We don't necessarily have baptisms for children. We have baptisms for people who have like chosen. Because I know a lot of people who. I know a lot of people. I know like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 people who have like all gotten re-baptized because they were like, well, I was baptized as a child, but I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't choose. Because that's the thing. Baptism is very much of a choice, right? Like, you have to choose to be baptized. You choose if you want to get baptized. You have to want to get baptized. And so the other thing is, it's kind of how, because my testimony was this, okay? I can tell my testimony again if you'd like, if you're still around. I don't know if you're still around. Maybe you're still around. I don't know. This is really long, so. But my testimony basically started as, I grew up Catholic till I was about, I don't know, maybe 8 years old, 10 years old, somewhere in there. I didn't do the whole process, no. Baptisms, first communions, confessions, all that stuff. I didn't do any of that. So, but then when I turned about 8 or 9 years old, we didn't go to church for like 3 to 5 years, somewhere in that range. So 2010, 2011 is when I started, like, when my mom not found out about Protestantism, but like found other people who were Protestant, and like they were like, oh, come to my church. And we found a church because we were doing homeschooling events, and we needed a place to gather. And we asked a bunch of churches, and all the Catholic churches went, put your kids in school. What are you doing? This is stupid. But the pastor of the Protestant church that we found went, no, I want to hear this. I want to hear what you want. I want to hear it. I want to hear what all about this. And he found it. He said, come, go for it. So that church, and then I went to that church for about 10 years. Right? And so that's the thing. So the Catholic didn't practice Catholicism at all, and then became Protestant and finding that church. In 2010, okay, I have to backtrack. In 2010, I was at a summer camp, same building that holds this like young adults rally thing. And basically, at that point, one of the leaders brought us, me and 2 other people, my best friend and another guy, to the back room, like an office room or something in the back. It said, you're going to accept Jesus now. And I'm like, even then I was like, okay, that's how this works. You just kind of accept Jesus? Okay. You know what? Fine. I don't care. I didn't think much of it at the time. I was 10 years old. No, 11 years old. Sorry, I was 11 years old, so what do I know? I was 11 years old. What did I know at the time? I'm 23 now. I was 11 years old then. you can figure out. Anyway. Or she could have figured out my age just basically based on saying 11 years old in 2010. But anyway. And so for me, I was just like, okay. That's how that works. Okay. I did that again at my local church's, like, you go to the Vacation Bible School? VBS, Vacation Bible School. And I was like, you do it twice? You can do it more than once? And my best friend was like, oh, we already did this. But he did it again. And it wasn't even that kind of like, hey, if you want to accept Jesus, you know, all bow your heads and accept Jesus. And if you've done that in your heart today, whatever. Which is weird, but okay. I still think that's even weird, but okay. And so for me, at least, I didn't think much of it until 3 years later when I was 13 years old. Or 14 years old. No, 13 years old. I hadn't had my birthday yet. Because my birthday's like smack dab in the middle of the year. I think it's actually like legitimately exactly 6 months into the year. Anyway. And so for me, it was like, okay, great. What was he? Anyway. And so then I realized, because I was going to Bible study. I was a good Bible study leader. I was learning about Christianity, learning about Jesus. And I went, wait a second. That's not how this whole Christianity thing works. Somebody doesn't tell you you want Jesus. That day, that night, I accepted Jesus in my heart. And I went, no. I'm going to accept him into my heart out of my own volition. I have to do this on my own. None of this hoiky-poiky, hooey-balooey, oh, someone told me to do it. No, I have to choose that. And then I've been a Christian since 2000. Well, I've accepted Jesus in 2013. And I've been a Christian ever since. I've been a born-again Christian ever since. Now there's time to get a baptism. I haven't done that yet. Well, second baptism. I was baptized as a baby. But again, like I said, some people talk about it as like, well, you can't, you know, you can get I want to get baptized again because I want to do it out of my own volition. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, so. But yeah, that's like, I think it's a choice. You have to choose to do these things. Not, because everybody always asks, well, why does evil happen? Why does this happen? Why does that happen? It's like, well, it's because if God made us all robots, we wouldn't love God. We'd just be programmed to obey God or to program to love God. We wouldn't actually, out of our own volition, love God. No, of course not. I'm not saying. Well, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying, but why I said that. But yeah, so everyone goes, well, why is there evil? Why is it this? Why is it that? Well, yeah, you have to choose. He gave us free will so that I remember we had a whole conversation. The girl who left on Friday night and the pastor had a whole conversation at one of these young adults studies, Calvinism versus Arminianism, where it's basically predestination versus free will. Are we predetermined? Did God predetermine everything? And there's basically no point in doing anything because God has already determined to do that. Like if I literally stopped right now, sat in a corner till I died, would that be, oh, well, God already determined that I would get up, stop streaming, sit in that corner of my room, and never get up ever again? Because I said to someone once, I said to my friend once, I went, you sitting in a corner, in the grandest scheme of things, me sitting in a corner, and you going out and living life, we're not very different. Anyway, right? Would that be predetermined? Like, oh, God already chose that, so it's all fine. It's all good and dandy. Fine and dandy. I don't have to do anything because that was already predetermined. Or is it we have free will so we can choose to do so? Right? That was a crazy one. It's like, whoa, wait, what? Free will and non-free will? I think there's a predetermined outcome, but we still have free will to choose to have that outcome, to get that outcome. Because we could choose to go to hell. It's all... Or we can choose that we're going to hell, right? But we don't. But that could be predetermined. But then again, we're never going to know that. So basically live as if you can choose everything, right? Anyway. Yeah, so that's kind of my opinion on that. There's a whole thing of it. Oh, you're still here. Good. So yeah, that's what I feel. There is a predetermined, like, this is God's will. He wants this. This is his whole thing. Because then we got into the whole, well, why does evil exist? And does God allow evil, or does God let evil exist, or does God cause evil? And I think there's a difference. There's a clear distinction that you have to make between God doesn't make the evil, but he allows evil to happen. because it wouldn't be free will. We would just be all robotic, like, I love you, Jesus. I love you, God. You know, that kind of thing. Or we're just doing it because we're told and we're like, are programmed to do so. Which is, you know, fair. Makes sense. Evil exists. And I think I'm with her in the fact that God doesn't cause evil per se. There are certain circumstances where you could say God caused that evil. But overall, I don't think God causes evil. I think God allows the evil to happen. Because he brought up to think of Job and how, no, that's God causing the evil. It's like, no, God allowing Satan, the devil, to cause the evil upon Job. He didn't say, oh, I'm going to cause this evil. But then he brings up a verse and goes, yeah, but this verse, yeah, but that verse, yeah, but this verse, yeah, but that verse. And I'm like, fine. You know, you're way smarter than I am in this religion, so, in Christianity, so you know what you're saying. I would not be able to. And then I said somewhere in the point of this, I said, so should we stop proselytizing to people because everything's predetermined anyway? Because his idea basically was like, it's way more of a predetermined thing. Christianity, like, God has we are more predetermined than others. Said, okay, fine then. In that case, should we stop, not proselytizing, witnessing to anybody? Oh, well, it's all predetermined anyway, so they're going to find Jesus, you know. If they find Jesus, you know, it's the will of God, you know, don't do anything. He's like, no, I witnessed to my neighbor, and he's now a Christian. It's like, that's fair. That's totally fair. That's totally fair. So, yeah. It's pretty great. Which it is. It's pretty great. So, to me, at least, in my opinion, there's a certain level of predetermination, but you still have the free will to choose if you're going to go to hell. But that could be a predetermined thing. And even if it is predetermined, and God already chose all this way back before we were born, before it came into existence, we will never know that definitively, oh, this was predetermined. That was a predetermined outcome from God. No. So act like everything is your choice and choose wisely. So. Because basically what I've seen it as is kind of this whole what are they going to say? I don't know. Predetermined outcome. Yeah, there's a predetermined outcome to all this. Anyway, I don't know. That's what I think about predestination. I wouldn't say I'm a Calvinist. I wouldn't say I'm an Arminianist. Calvinism is predetermination. Arminianism is not. He's close. Or no, sorry. Calvinism is free will? I don't remember which one's which now. One of them is free will. One of them's or predetermined predestination, and one is free will. So I'm gonna look it up again, make sure. Yeah. Anyway. Calvin is. Oh shoot! Come on, hello. Calvin is versus Arminianism. What is the difference here? I don't remember what they are. Calvinism says God's grace is irresistible, with Arminianism agreeing that it can be resisted. What? Oh. Okay, what is it? The history of the Calvinism Arminianism begins, and I don't care. What is it? Just give me the theological background. No, just give me what it is. Semi-polygamism. God, this is way too much. What's the difference? Which view is correct? Wow, okay, we're gonna go there. I just want to know what the actual thing is. There's 5 points. Calvinism holds to the total depravity of man, while depravity? What does depravity mean? Moral corruption or degradation.
Depravity.
Of man. Moral corruption of man. While Arminianism holds to partial depravity. Calvinism doctrines of total depravity states that every aspect of humanity is corrupted by sin. Therefore, human beings are unable to come to God on their own accord. Partial depravity states that every aspect of humanity is tainted by sin, but not to the extent that human beings are unable to place faith in God of their own accord. Note, classical Arminianism rejects partial depravity. Classical Arminianism rejects partial depravity and holds a view very close to Calvinism, total depravity, although the extent and meaning of that depravity are debated in Arminian circles. In general, Arminianism believes there is an indeterminate state between total depravity and salvation. In this state, made possible by prevenition? No. By
Convenient.
coming before proceeding. Okay. Grace. The sinner is being drawn to Christ and has the God-given ability to choose salvation. Calvinism includes the belief that election is unconditional, while Arminianism believes in conditional election. Unconditional election is the view that God elects individuals to salvation based on entirely on his will. Basically, he chooses that you're going to be saved. It's Calvinism. Not on anything inherently worthy in the individual or on any act performed by the individual. Conditional election states that God elects individuals to salvation based on his foreknowledge of who will believe in Christ until salvation. Christ unto salvation, thereby on the condition that the individual chooses God. You see? So, Calvinism, you don't choose God. Predetermined. God chooses that. Arminianism, you do choose God. You choose to be with God. Calvinism seems to sees the atonement as limited. Atonement as limited, while Arminianism sees it as ultimate. This is likely the most controversial of the 5 points. Limited atonement is the belief that Jesus only died for the elect. Oh, I've heard that. Jesus only died for the predetermined people. Which doesn't make any well, actually, you know what? Maybe, I don't know. But, like, go and proselytize to people. Go and evangelize to people. Go and make disciples. But, ultimately, God knows who those people will be. So if they reject you, you didn't fail. God just was like, well, that's not the person. But you keep going and telling them about Jesus. Okay. Resist the grace of God. Okay, Calvinism includes the belief that grace... No, sorry. Calvinism, atonement. And Arminianism is ultimate. This is likely most controversial of the 5 points. Limited atonement is the belief that only Jesus died for the elect. Ultimate atonement is the belief that Jesus died for all, but that his death is not effectual until a person receives him by faith. Yeah. So the Arminians believe, hey, you only get his death only becomes effectual, is not effectual, only becomes effective after you've received him by faith. You've decided to, okay. Calvinism includes the belief that grace is irresistible, while Arminianism says that an individual can resist the grace of God. Irresistible grace argues that when God calls a person to salvation, that person will inevitably come to salvation. Resistible grace states that God calls all to salvation, but that many people resist and reject his call. I do believe that there is a rejection. I don't think God just... I don't know. Calvinism holds the perseverance of the saints, while Arminianism holds the conditional salvation. Perseverance of the saints refers to the concept that a person who is elected by God will persevere in faith and not... Preservation of the saints refers to the concept that a person who is elected by God will preserve in faith and not permanently deny Christ or turn away from him. Conditional salvation is the view that a believer in Christ can, and of his own free will, turn away from Christ and thereby lose salvation. Note, many Armenians deny conditional salvation and instead hold to eternal security. Yeah, I don't think you can lose your salvation. Losing your salvation, I don't like the word losing your salvation. I know you can like walk away from it and not have salvation. Like, did you have salvation to begin with? Right? One of those. Did you ever have salvation to begin with? Right? Well, that would depend on if you have like, that would depend if you ever had salvation to begin with. Because I don't think you can be like, God loves you, and the next day you do something and God goes, nah, I hate you. You're not going to lose salvation. You cannot lose your salvation. So, in the Calvinism versus Arminianism debate, who is correct? It is interesting that in the diversity of the body of Christ, there are all sorts of mixtures of Calvinism and Arminianism. There are 5-point Calvinists and 5-point Arminianists, and 3-point Calvinists and 2-point Arminianists. Many believers arrive at some sort of mixture of the two views. Ultimately, it is our opinion that both systems fail in that they attempt to explain the unexplainable. Human beings are incapable of fully grasping a concept such as this. Yes, God is absolutely sovereign and knows all. Yes, human beings are called to make a genuine decision to place faith in Christ unto salvation. These two facts seem contradictory to us, but in the mind of God, they make perfect sense. Wait, what are the two things again? Yes, God is absolutely sovereign and knows all. Yes, human beings are called to make a genuine decision to place their faith. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Yo. I think I'm going to be ending soon because I've been going for 2 hours and 32 minutes. So it's a lot of long time. Except for me. I think that's it. So anyway, what was I saying? So yeah. I think that's going to be it for now, guys. So adios, mi amigos. I think that's going to be it, though. Let me see if I'll give it a second here. But yeah. So I think there's like a predetermination thing. But also, there's a little bit of like, God's got an ultimate plan. And he knows what's going on. He knows everything. Which is true. But also there's like but you have to choose to accept God. God just doesn't go, you, and you. You're all going to be Christians. Done. You're all going to believe in Jesus. Done. You're going to accept Jesus in your heart. Done. You're all going to believe in God. Done. But you, and you, no, you're not going to accept God. Nope. We're all going to hell. I don't know about that. I haven't really come that deep into it. There's so many aspects of theology that I just have no opinion on, no quest thinking about. I have no idea about any of them. Just a lot. There's a lot of it. And I'm not saying it's good or bad. Any of these ideas are good or bad. I'm just saying, look, they're... Oh, hey. Reply this guy? No. No, I have not. Sorry, I don't know if you're still here, but no, I'm not up here to date with your content. I'm sorry. I've been busy doing other things. But yeah, there's so many parts of theology that just go, I have no thought about this whatsoever. I don't know what to think about it because it's like so deep and hard. And then somebody like the friend I know who's like knows a lot about the Bible. It's like, Whoa. You just told me a concept that I've never heard of, and it's weird, and it's bizarre, and it's whatever. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying I've never heard of this, and it's weird, and bizarre. Or, like, I never heard of it in that way. Right? Oh, wow. I never thought of it that way. That kind of thing. I just hope I do this forever. This group of people is amazing. I love this group of people. I do. I really do. This group of Christians are great. Are they perfect? Of course not. We all have problems. Nobody's perfect. The only perfect person who ever walked this earth is Jesus Christ. So, you know. Yeah. So anyway, I just think it's the group of people I want to be with for the longest time. Can I have that group of people forever? No, of course not. Like the guy said, guy who hasn't been there in a while said, people leave, people run away. That's why I came back. I came back because I realized, oh, you're leaving. I better get there before they're gone. He was a bit of a weirdo, but I don't think he's a horrible guy. It just, things happened in that group, and it was an awkwardness thing, and it was weird, so. He's finally, like, found himself and been like, I'm ready to come back to this group of people, which is fair. But what was I saying? Yeah, so, yeah. I want that group of people as long as I can. I want this group of people to stay around forever. I want to be contacting these people. I want to be with these people. I want to be talking to these people. I want to be friends. That's the thing, too, though. I don't know what my relationship with this girl that left was. Is it friendship? Are we friends, or is it just kind of like mutual, like, we're acquaintances? We're not like super great friends, but we're acquaintances. You know, we're acquaintances. We're just kind of acquaintances here and there, which is fair. That kind of is what I feel like we might be. You know what I mean? We're not like great friends. We're not. We're not. I'm not saying we're like not friends, but we're just not. I don't know, something about it. We're not the greatest of friends. I didn't get to know her very well. That's my problem. Wow, that's kind of crazy. That's actually kind of crazy when you think about it. Oh, anyway, yeah. So Whew. Anyway, so yeah, I think it's gonna be it for now, guys. So adios, mi amigos. Again, like I said last night, do a few things. There's a few little things I recommend you do. Find a girl, find a partner that you love. Find a male, find the female, depending if you're male or female. Find a girl you love, or a guy. If you don't have Jesus, find Jesus. If you have Jesus, trust God. Find the community that you love, that you feel like you're connected with. What do you call it? Yeah, you feel like you're actually, like, you feel connected to, wanted. I don't know how to explain it. And yeah, so I think it's gonna be it for now, guys. So adios, mi amigos.